Hello everyone, welcome to Jets TV. Please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos as well. Everyone that does watch my videos and does comment and subscribe and is in my inbox 24 hours a day, I want to thank you. You guys are greatly appreciated. It's going to be my week 14 recaps video of my picks. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Steelers, Bengals. Took the Steelers in this game, got me a win. Steelers 42, Bengals 21, baby. As I said before, I don't trust Andy Dalton. I didn't trust him in this game either. The game was kind of close up until the half. Pittsburgh comes out and they just say enough's enough. Fourth quarter comes, they scored 22 points in the fourth quarter to pull away. Like I said, Andy Dalton 21 to 29, 302 yards throwing the ball. He had 2 TDs. Hill was their leading rusher. He had 8 carries for 46 yards. Green, 11 catches, 224 yards. He had 1 TD. But outside of that, that was that. Like Andy Dalton, he also had a fumble as well. Pittsburgh was just able to win the turnover battle. It was 2 fumbles that the Bengals lost. And it was pretty much, like I said, all Pittsburgh in that fourth quarter. Ben Roethlisberger, 25 of 39. He had 350 yards throwing the ball. He had 3 TDs. Le'Veon Bell. This is just a Le'Veon Bell show. Once again, 26 carries, 185 yards. He had 2 TDs. He also got into the receiving game as well. He said, I can do that too. I can do that well. 6 receptions, 50 yards. He also had a TD there as well. That's 3 TDs on the day for Le'Veon. I mean, come on. Brown, 9 catches, 117 yards. You got Bryant as well going off. He had 4 catches for 109 yards. He had a TD as well. It was just, like I said, that fourth quarter came and Pittsburgh said, enough's enough, you're finished. And that was the end of the deal. So I took Pittsburgh in that game, like I said, and that got me a win. Next game, Seattle Seahawks, Philadelphia Eagles. Everyone hit me up. Oh, you're bashing Mark Sanchez. I'm not bashing Mark Sanchez. I'm telling you the truth. I took the Seahawks in this game, got me a win. Seahawks 24, Eagles 14. So everyone coming at me talking about, oh, Mark Sanchez, he's going to show you against the Seahawks. He's the leader. Oh, really? Really? Okay, fine. Let me tell you his stats. He was 10 for 20. He had 2 TDs and an interception. They literally just took the ball out of his hand, and that's been the consistent role. That's been the consistent role with Mark. Take the ball out of his hands against big teams because he tends to turn the ball over. Seattle's defense just shut the Eagles down, plain and simple. End of discussion. Shady McCoy had 17 carries for 50 yards. Zach Ertz was the leading receiver with 2 catches for 39 yards. Come on, man. Seattle's defense said enough's enough. Not today. You're getting shut down. Bottom line. I mean, Seattle's offense was solid. Wilson, 22 of 37. He had 263 yards throwing the ball. He also had 2 TDs. Marshawn Lynch, 23 carries. He had 86 yards on the day. Doug Baldwin, 5 catches, 97 yards. He also had a TD. Seattle just said, enough's enough. We're going to play solid football. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to play solid defense. We're going to put up some points, and we're going to get up out of here. And that's exactly what they did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Mark Sanchez basher. I don't hate Mark, like I've said before. I wish him nothing but success. But I think that, in this league, that at best, Mark is an average to a slightly above average quarterback. That's just is what it is. It is what it is. You don't like it? Hey, comment. Let me know what you think. Hit me in my inbox like you Eagles fans always do, But it is what it is. You see when it's big games, when it's big teams, and it's time to really get it going. Hey, All right, next game I want to talk about, last but not least, Jets Vikings. Took the Vikings in this game. That got me a win, sadly. Jets 24, Vikings 30. This was a game where I really look at it like we did not finish in the red zone. Chris Ivory had a big fumble in the red zone. When you look back at it, that was huge for us because if we score, we actually possibly win this game. We don't have to go into overtime tied 24 to 24. Nick Folk, 5 for 5, the Folk hero coming right back, 5 for 5 kicking field goals. He kept us in the game as well. Our defense was extremely, pretty solid up until the last play. We go into overtime. Like I said, tied 24 to 24. They come out. It looks like he was going to throw a screen to Wright, the wide receiver for the Vikings. Wright catches the screen. Jaquan Jarrett totally whiffs on a tackle. and Wright takes off for an 87-yard touchdown. Boom. End the game. Into overtime. One good thing that I saw on that play was Sheldon Richardson. This guy is just, he's all out effort. He's all about the team. He's all about that base. He tried to chase Wright down, didn't catch him, but he was pretty close at one point. Caught an angle and really took off. Just showed all out effort. I mean, he chased him all the way down the field. And, you know, Sheldon Richardson is a defensive tackle. He shouldn't catch a wide receiver in this league. It just shouldn't happen. But the fact that he gave all out effort and was almost about to make a tackle, almost got the guy, just shows you if we had a team full of Sheldon Richardsons, guys that were willing to give out, just give everything they had to the team, just leave it on the field every single week, we would be a lot better off than we are, but we don't. I mean, you know, Geno even put us in a bad situation early, coming out, throwing a pick 6 on his first play. I mean, it's just, things about this game just, it just frustrates you, know, as a fan. But, you know, Geno, 18 of 29 for the day. He had 254 yards throwing the ball. He had a TD and an interception, as we spoke about. Chris Ivory, 16 carries for 73 yards. Piercy Harvin had a pretty decent day as well. He had 6 catches for 124 yards. He had a TD. Eric Decker's a guy that I look at and I just say, you know, we overpaid this dude. Don't get me wrong, he had a decent day. He had 6 catches for 89 yards. But when I look at some of the guys that are covering Eric Decker and the receiver that he's supposed to be, these guys shouldn't be able to cover him. He's got number 2, sometimes number 3 corners on him, and it doesn't seem like he's winning those matchups. I feel like he should be way more open than he actually is, because Percy's beating number 1 corners. And I don't get what's going on here. I just don't get it. Also, the play calling, yet again, is still suspect with Marty Mornhinweg. He had Jeff Cumberland in a lot of bad matchups blocking, especially when you're trying to get, when he had him on Griffin, yet again, another pass rusher, another guy that can get to the quarterback and get sacks. He had him on an island sometimes with Griffin, had him trying to block Griffin one-on-one. I don't understand why the hell he does that, because there's tackles in the league that can't block this dude. What the hell you got Jeff Cumberland out there blocking him for? I don't know, man. I just don't know. But hats off to the Minnesota Vikings. Teddy Bridgewater, 19 of 27, 309 yards throwing the ball. He had 2 TDs. He also had an interception. We shut down Asiata. He only had 19 carries for 54 yards. The receiver core there was they were just eating all day. Wright, 4 catches for 123 yards. He had a TD as well, the one that ended the game. Chris Johnson, on the other side, he had 4 catches for 103 yards. He also had a TD. Greg Jennings got into the business. He had a couple catches. He had 2 catches, he had 5 catches for 52 yards as well. It was just, you know, it was just a game where I felt like I said, we didn't finish in the red zone. We didn't finish in the game. And this is what happens when you don't, boom, you know, get the job done. When you don't play, when you don't just give all out, when everybody's not giving all out. And you don't finish and you don't put up points on teams. This is just what happens. They'll beat you. So it was a painful way to lose, especially in overtime, but it is what it is. I took the Vikings, sadly. That got me a win. So thank you guys for watching. Go Jets, go Jets, go Jets. Guys, you know, stay tuned to my channel. My week 15 picks are coming up, so please watch that. Thank you guys. Go Jets.